And a charter line is basically the first line that you have at a college or a university, that you are basically the founders of that particular line, but you're not the founders of the organization, the fraternity or the sorority. But at that school, you are the first wave. And so that was something that attracted me too. I forgot to mention, because we would have been the first line to actually be started at Kennesaw State. So everybody that came after us would have to learn our information first. Being from a single parent household and also being raised as an only child, when you are thinking about being first, that is something that I typically is excelled in, whether it was through just being popular in high school, whether it was through just being involved in different things growing up. Like, I was always around winners. That's all that I knew. That's all that I was able to accept for myself, is that if I'm not going to win, if I'm not going to be the top dog, if I'm not going to be at the tip of the mountain, then there's no reason worth doing it. And so a lot of alphas, I want to say, I could probably almost put money on it, do want to be first. They want to be winners. They want to always be the foundation of something that is set. And so that was what also reeled me in, on top of what I saw from HBCUs like Hampton University, that alphas, they were about their business. They were clean cut. They had very well dressed designs for their attire, bow ties, tuxedos, blazers, not always suits. And so these were things that attracted me towards my identity in becoming an alpha or an alpha man. And so when we started our process, because when you are selected, you, of course, have to go through different trials and different tests to see if you're really serious or if you're really down for being a part of the organizations. Some may go through in different Black Greek letter organizations, sort of sororities and fraternities. Some may go through an actual process that involves hazing, but others, especially certain charter lines, because they know the importance of keeping that line together and also having that line not be compromised or be shut down, especially if you're just starting it, they may, is what we call in Greek world, they may be able to skate. And when I say skate, that means that you basically are able to not have any hands laid on you, not have any wood paddled on you. You may still go through some psychological processing and also some different tests and different trials that they may put you through to see how bad do you want it before you cross the burning sands. But majority of charter lines and even lines that have just come back from suspension, they do get to skate or are not literally hazed or taking wood, as what we also said in Greek life. Our line, because we were a charter line, we were watched like a hawk. Like, when I mean from the city pharaoh or head officials all the way down to the local regionals, they were wanting to know what Kennesaw State's Tau Zeta chapter was going to be about. Our process to get towards membership and intake weekend, I want to say it may have been maybe like 6 to 8 weeks. And so it was a pretty significant time period that we were all able to gel together. A lot of the members that was on our line of 11 were pretty well known on campus. I was the tail on the line, and I was probably the one that came in to Kennesaw State University last. And so I still knew a lot of people, but I didn't know everybody that was on our line. But we got to know each other very quickly just through going through the process of learning information, all the way down to preparing for probate, all the way to getting our items ready for initiation weekend and membership weekend. And so it really does try to bring you together, or what I thought as a brotherhood, and also bring you together as a unit, the same way the military or athletic teams have to go everywhere, eat together, sometimes even sleep in the same barracks together, in the same dorms together. Make sure that your brothers, if they're financially struggling, that you can provide for them or get them a meal if they're struggling financially, to make sure they have food to eat in their belly. That's really what it taught me, because we had to work together as a unit, especially as the first line that was coming out at Kennesaw State. from the ace all the way to myself as being the tail, we had to work together.